Now, once again, a very good morning, Sanbonani Molweni, Dumela Makhayo, welcome to it. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show is live, large and in charge. Happy Monday to you. I hope you've had an absolutely fantastic weekend with all the things that were going on in your lives out there. But for the next 3 hours, we're here to keep you company and to make sure we usher you into this week with a smile. Now, a few days, of course, after Black Friday madness. How was that for you over the weekend? It was absolutely crazy. Everywhere you went, there were teams and teams of people trying to get a bargain. Now, of course, a time where we now look at our empty wallets ahead of the festive season, and even more reason then to cause anxiety. I'm sure you're feeling it, but do not fear. We are here to give you some tips to make it through that tough financial time, if you will. And even while we sit with our new TVs and air fryers from Black Friday, enjoy those. You did earn them. Listen, we also have momfluencer and project manager Yolanda Madeira, content creator and reality TV star Luando Dugwayo, as well as financial planner Fabio Brogneri to share their advice with us on this Monday morning. It's going to be action-packed. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And of course, let's say hello to one of our team members. Zoe Brown, how was your weekend? Good morning.
Oh, very good morning to you, Kat. Oh, it was a good weekend, but you know what? Here we are. It's Monday, the very last Monday for November, before we say hello to December and the festive season. Now, speaking of the festive season, this past Friday was Black Friday. Today is Cyber Monday for some people. How is your festive season spending going? That's what we want to know from you today. Are you perhaps on a total budget? Do you have a total budget, or are you doing Secret Santa with a set amount for each gift? Let us know. Send us a voice note on 063 408 8863. We would love to know how you are going about your festive season spending. And perhaps if you have some ideas and tips on how to save better over this time, we are welcoming that too. It's all about the finances this Monday, but let's get into your morning headlines. Here's Kat.
Thanks very much, Zoe. The time now just 2 minutes past 6 o'clock, and a time to reflect on the news headlines on this Monday morning. And we are starting off on a financial note, if you will. Global rating agency Fitch has affirmed South Africa's sub-investment grade with a stable outlook. Fitch says if the country continues to control its expenditure, this could bring about debt stabilization. National Treasury has welcomed the latest credit review and says it's working to improve the efficiency of spending and remains committed to returning public finances to a sustainable path. Now, some weeks ago, S&P released its sovereign rating on SA, affirming the country's credit rating as positive and citing the medium-term budget policy statements that showed the country's intention to consolidate debt. Now, dogs of an unknown breed have mauled a 37-year-old woman to death in the Eastern Cape town of Port Alfred. The woman, whose identity is being withheld by authorities, was on her way to work yesterday morning when the dogs allegedly attacked her. Now, 2 men who witnessed the attack then ran to a nearby security official who summoned the police. Eastern Cape Police spokesperson Colonel Priscilla Naidu says the attack occurred at about 7:45 yesterday. Naidu said that the woman had sustained serious injuries to her face and upper body. On the international news front this morning, the world's longest-serving president has won re-election in Equatorial Guinea to continue presiding over his authoritarian regime. Teodoro Obiang Mbasogo, 80 years old, secured almost 95% of the votes officials have announced 6 days after the vote. The result proves us right. That was a quote from Vice President Teodoro Obiang Mangue, who is the president's son, and he said, and I quote, "We continue to be a great party." President Mbasogo has a vice-like grip on the oil-rich Central African nation. He seized power in 1979, aided by the military, and he has survived several coup attempts. Meanwhile, Russia's attacks on Ukrainian energy infrastructure amount to genocide, a top Ukrainian official has said. Strikes on key facilities targeted the full Ukrainian nation and were an effort to force Kiev to surrender, Ukraine's prosecutor general has said. The term genocide refers to efforts to wipe out a group of people. Meanwhile, heavy snowfall was expected in Kiev from yesterday, and day and night temperatures are forecast to plummet below zero. This while millions of Ukrainians are still without electricity. It's reported that power suppliers can only provide about 3/4 of electricity that is needed. And finally, one of the most powerful things I've ever seen. Now, that's how Communications Director Jenica King of the Sedgwick County Zoo in Kansas in the United States described the emotional moment a mother chimpanzee was reunited with her baby after being separated from it following an emergency C-section. Now, the tender moment was captured on video. It shows mother Mahale, who's 48 hours after her operation. Her baby Kucheza had to remain in hospital for 2 days due to complications. Mahale tentatively approaches her baby boy, who is swaddled in a blanket. Now, when the little one extends an arm, Mahale's motherly instincts kick in, and she hastily scoops him up and hugs him lovingly to her chest. Kucheza, meaning play in Swahili, is Mahale's third baby. Now, the zoo says the two have been inseparable since Mahale first picked up her baby. I mean, looking at that, don't you just want to watch that video over and over again and say, "Aww"? Well, that's not just you. It's you and more than 20 million viewers on social media. Well, hopefully that's a story that puts a smile on your face at the start of this Monday morning. Right now, let's take a look at the sporting headlines, and hopefully they'll have the same effect on you. Well, kicking things off with the FIFA World Cup, where Morocco caused the latest shock at the World Cup that has been full of surprises by beating Belgium thanks to late goals by Abdelhamid Sabiri and Zakaria Abouhlal. Now, the other game of Group F saw Croatia beating Canada 4-1 to move to the top of the group, with Morocco in second place. Japan failed to take another step towards the World Cup knockout rounds, as Kesha Fuller's late goal earned Costa Rica a smash-and-grab Group E victory. Now, the match of the day saw Spain take on Germany, with Nicolas Fulkrach coming off the bench to salvage a 1-1 draw after Alvaro Morata gave Spain the lead. In rugby news, well, it's been a very topsy-turvy year for Jacques Nienaber and the Springboks, and one where they will finish in 4th position in terms of World Rugby rankings. By beating England at Twickenham on Saturday, South Africa made it 2 wins out of 4 on their end-of-year tour to Europe. The 27-13 win that they claimed gave them 0.96 ranking points, and although that wasn't enough to claim 3rd place from the All Blacks, Ireland ended the year as the top-ranked side ahead of France. The Stormers flexed their muscles on Friday night, showing the depth that they have in beating Wales' Scarlets 36-19 at Cape Town Stadium in a one-sided URC clash. Herschel Yankees, Leolin Zas, Ernst van Ryan, Haiva Dayamini and Dan Duplessis all crossed the whitewash for the home side. Winger David Creel scored a brace of tries as the Bulls claimed a 43-26 home win over Ospreys, and the Bulls also showed their ruthless streak as they ran in 7 tries. The Lions recorded their first home win of the season by overcoming the Dragons 33-25 in Johannesburg, while the Sharks were the only South African team to lose, going down 35-0 against Cardiff. And in tennis news, Canada has won the Davis Cup for the first time by beating Australia in the final in Malaga. Now, in the opening singles rubber, Denis Shapovalov made up for his defeat in the semi-finals with a 6-2, 6-4 win, this over Thanasi Kokinakis. His Canada teammate Felix Auger-Aliassime, the world's number 6 ranked, beat Alex de Mounier 6-3, 6-4 to give his country an unassailable 2-0 lead. Canada were appearing, of course, in this tournament only for the 2nd time in the finals of the Davis Cup, so big congratulations to them out there. Well, that's it for the sports headlines. We'll take another look at 7 o'clock. Right now, here's the weather with Zoe.
Thank you, Kat. And we start off with some news. The humanitarian organization Gift of the Givers says it is continuing to protect areas in the Kai Garib and the David Kruiper municipalities in the Northern Cape and providing assistance where necessary after severe flooding. The municipalities incorporate towns such as the Kemus, Uppington and Kenhardt. Now, some 600 people had to be moved to safety after heavy rain led to flooding. The Orange River burst its banks in several places after some of the Vaal Dam sluices were opened earlier. Some bridges and roads are also to be closed in the Kemus and the Kenhardt districts and other areas. The floods in these 2 districts have also severely affected farmers and vineyards on some of the farms along the Orange River. One of the farmers, Mr. Dirk Malan, told of the problem they have with flood water that is standing in the vineyards. He said many vineyards had died off because of this. Well, that was some weather news for you this Monday morning. let's turn our attention to those sunrise views that you've been sharing with us. First up is Famida from Westville, who captured a purple-inspired view. Look at that from her home this Monday morning. Meleho snapped this tangerine sky from the northwest while out and about. Julia showcasing this photo of the ocean in the wilderness heading towards Cape Town after enjoying a calming weekend away. Maria shared this photo of the vines in Rawsonville while out taking a walk, enjoying the fresh breeze. And last up, we have Keolan from South Coast enjoying a run on the beach with his dogs and captured this beautiful photo for us. So thank you. And if you have a sunrise view that you'd love to share with us, do so on our WhatsApp line. It's on your screen right now, 063 408 8863. Let's get into those temperatures. Heading over to Limpopo, Polokwane, your low is 13, your high 24. Mbombela, 14, 24. In Gauteng, Pretoria, your low is 12, your high 22. Johannesburg, 11, 21. Mahikeng, 17, 28. Klerksdorp, 15, 27. Kimberley, 18 with a high of 29. Bloemfontein, 12, 27. Richards Bay, 16 with a high of 21. Staying in KZN, some rain in Pietermaritzburg, 11's your low, 22 your high. Durban, 17, 22. Mthatha, 11 with a high of 23. In East London, your low is 16, your high 23. Cradock, 15, 31. Gqeberha, 17 with a high of 24. In the Western Cape, George, sunny with a low of 17, a high of 23. Cape Town, 18, 32. Worcester, 17, 38. Sutherland, 18, 30. And Uppington, your low for today is 23 and your high 37 degrees Celsius. Well, that's your weather for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, I hope it's a happy Monday morning thus far as you start off the week with your feel-good breakfast show. And if you want to start your day the right way, then make your favorite cuppa using the Virtuo Next Nespresso machine, ensuring a cup of excellence every single time. So you come in here, I don't know, have you had your first cup of the morning yet?
Not yet, and I'm here and I'm loving this mug that says off duty.
Do you feel off duty this morning?
No, I feel like I'm ready and on duty. I'm ready to get off the weekend duty and into the week.
Ah, loving that. Now, the next big cup is here with Nespresso Virtuo Next, made from 54% recycled plastic, which is absolutely great. Look at these beautiful pots. What do you think?
Oh, so incredible. I love the technology that this machine has. And with the Virtuo Next coffee machine, you can choose your height among 5 different coffee cup sizes, from the espresso to the Gran Lungo and even the coffee mugs. And this coffee machine reads the barcode that's integrated on each of these pods. And that's how... Barcode? I can't read it, but the machine can, and will know exactly how much water to let go of, how much spins it needs to get that crema that you need. And of course, this barcode really is some cool technology, and the coffee capsules, it offers you all of that uniqueness and really is a bit of a hidden treasure with the touch of a button.
I think yours is nearly ready.
I'm ready for this.
Do you do milk with yours? Or
I would love a little bit of milk, please.
Actually,
Are you going to warm it up or froth it for me?
I'm going to just have a little... I don't want to do too much.
Oh, okay.
I can do that for you. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll froth it up just for you.
Thank you. Just
Here we go. It's going to start. It's going to take a moment.
It takes a moment.
Do you hold it? You don't need to hold it down. It's got a vacuum seal kind of thing.
I know. It's just maybe mine's old.
So listen, don't just settle for one cup size, no, 1 cup size, like you said. There are, like, what, 5 that are available? And, of course, get up to 35% off Nespresso or selected Nespresso coffee machines at Woolworths, plus a 600 Rand coffee voucher when you purchase 100 capsules of Nespresso coffee. The offer is valid until the 29th of January 2023. On your birthday?
That's my birthday.
This at Woolworths, in-store, online, and, of course, on the app as well. Your cuppa's ready.
It's good.
Yes to a good Monday.
Yeah, it is.
Duty.
Yes.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Morning, welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on S3. Now, of course, as the year draws to a very exciting end, we do prepare ourselves for the holiday season. Of course, purchasing gifts, booking vacations, for some out there, planning events, all things that lure us into that overindulgence and overspending at times. Now, it's not news that this year has been filled with steep increases in living expenses. So what can you do to make sure that you keep within your budget this December and it doesn't turn into a Ke December, boss? Today, we discuss savvy spending this festive season with momfluencer and project manager Yolanda Madira, content creator and reality TV star Lulwando Tukwayo, as well as financial planner Fabio Brogneri. A very good morning and happy Monday to you all. I'm trying to judge by your faces how well this weekend went in terms of spending. And it looks like everyone remained within budget. Am I kind of summarizing it correctly by nods?
Yes, you did.
All right. Lulwando, let me start off with you first. As a reality TV star, the soft life is something that you are accustomed to. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So with that in mind, do you think that part of the irresponsible spending that we sometimes see is kind of fueled by the way in which the soft life is depicted on TV?
I mean, soft life requires you to spend quite a lot of money, so yeah. And our social media and TV is just selling the soft life, and there's quite a lot of pressure as well for people to keep up with the soft life.
Yes.
So absolutely, it is. It puts pressure on not just the working class. Now, even people who are at varsity want the soft life.
Right.
So this weekend must have been really tough for...
My thing is, though, is the soft life a real thing, or is it just what the producers put on TV?
The soft life is a real thing. What do you mean?
So people are living soft out there.
People are living
Teach us
soft
more.
out there.
We want to be. We also want.
Those trips to Dubai, don't just...
Okay, well, Fabio, obviously this comes with a little bit of a kind of being financially savvy, which is where someone like you then comes in when it comes to a time like the silly season, as we call it, because that's what it is. It represents just whip out the card, tap, swipe everywhere where you can. But what do you think is the driving force behind this exorbitant spending at this time of the year after what's been quite a laborious year, right?
Yeah, I think, I mean, you can feel the energy in the air is different this time of year as well.
Right.
You know, people are getting geared up to go on holiday. Kids are going to be going on holidays.
It's here by September where we start.
Exactly. So I think, I mean, all the stars are really aligned at this time of year to be spending a lot of money. You know, people are getting, like you said, geared up to go on vacation. It's the season of gifts as well.
Yes.
So yeah, I think.
There are many factors that contribute to that. And of course, Yolanda, you'd relate to that as well, being quite an accomplished mum. Of course, family, that's where we're talking about the gifting season comes in. How do you go about ensuring that during the festive season you keep within your budget, and what role does money play within your family?
Well, it's the magic, to be quite honest. We travel a lot. For me, it's not a festive season if I'm not in the Eastern Cape. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
So we are in different parts of the country, so which means we travel to the Eastern Cape. There's a lot of celebrations. We see weddings in this time, imigidi, where boys are becoming men, you know, so obviously there's a lot of food. There's a lot of traveling, gifts, kids playing around with bowls of meat. So it's quite a celebration, and I think it's catching up as a family as well, being surrounded with love. So money is the magic that makes it happen.
Oh my goodness, Lulwando. So then how then do we stop that trajectory of going overboard where January is going to be a January? What are some of your tips in terms of, yes, you're pursuing the soft life a little bit, but keep it here?
I mean, I'm sure my husband is watching this.
Let's hear what wife is going to say.
Exactly. Well, I do believe in budgeting. I'm a professional accountant. I mean, I'm a qualified accountant at heart. I mean, I might not practice anymore, but I do believe in budgeting and just having that limit. But it's kind of hard. I am a mom and I have 3 kids. You go shopping for yourself. You end up buying a ton of things for your kids instead of yourself. And you always go over budget, but
Budgeting
it's
is
just
that big
budgeting.
magic word, right?
Yeah.
Yolanda, what's your magic tip, if you will, from a money point of view?
I think for me, what has worked is having like a list, because I can get easily disrupted. So having a list, doing my research in terms of what do I need at home, you know, what are the pressing things. So sticking to that budget, you can fumble, but it really does help.
Fabia, what's your tip?
Yeah, I think those are amazing tips as well. And for me, I think the easiest way to go about it is to save before you spend.
Save
Yes.
before you spend. I absolutely love that. That makes absolute sense. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Although it is Cyber Monday, but you heard it here first. Budget, list, save before you spend, and hopefully that'll guide you into an easygoing January.
Oh, well, listen, now that we know how to be savvy with our spending, Kat, come and join me here, because let's look at all of those amazing deals that's available at Game this Cyber Monday. And if we can put some of those tips to the test.
Do you remember the tips?
Listen, I'm a sucker for
Class is in session, Zoe. Budget, list, save before you spend.
Okay. Well, let's see.
I'm going to
Let's
ask you this question again like at 8 o'clock. You
Budget,
better
list,
remember.
save before you spend. I've
You're going to remember it?
listened. I'll remember.
Make a note.
Budget, list, save. It's practical. It makes sense.
There you go.
You
There you
budget,
go.
you need to save before you spend, and you need to go with a list. There we go.
Love it.
Okay, well, it is a Cyber Monday, so let's look at some of those unbeatable deals that game stores have in offer. And this is available only online at game.co.za, and that's just for today. So let's take a look at what we could be adding to our cart.
Absolutely. So you can find the best Cyber Monday deal with this Nespresso limited edition Virtuo Next for only 1,999 Rand. With this unbeatable deal, you won't be limited to satisfying your caffeine craving with just one delicious cup of coffee a day.
We do need that. And we all know that washing is probably the last thing we want to do during the festive season. So why not make the chore of washing with ease with this Samsung 21 kilogram top loader for only 12,999 Rand. That is a huge washing machine.
Loving it. And speaking of chores, allergy season is upon us. So a season that sees us sweeping and removing dust from all areas of the house. But this Bennett Reed one vacuum cleaner Cyber Monday deal for only 3,799 Rand. Sneezing and sniffing will be a thing of the past.
Yes, it
Start cleaning
will.
the house.
Okay, you know what? Kids love vacuum cleaners. Get them to play with it and clean it at the same time.
Isn't that like child labor or something?
It's called chores.
How do you teach them to do that?
From a little age, you buy them a little broom and a scoop, and they think it's a toy, and then
Really?
they get used to cleaning. Yeah.
Phoenix, we're cleaning the house.
You didn't hear it from me, Phoenix. I'm so sorry, but don't say we didn't give you the plug. Now remember, these amazing deals are available online at game.co.za only for today. So don't miss out on this massive online sales event for your Cyber
So
Monday.
you buy it first and then you go, hey, let's
Have
play.
you not seen parents buy their kids like miniature brooms and
You're like,
miniature kitchen
"Oh,
sets
look how much
and
fun
washing
this
the dish?
is."
Yes.
I'm getting tips from Zoe. We'll see you after the break. And then what do you say to them then?
You just
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here on S3. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully, the weekend hasn't tapped your bank out too much in terms of what was happening. Black Friday, of course, it was all the rage. But we're back again with our discussion about savvy spending this festive season. Now, did you know that the average South African household spends about half of their budget on food and refreshments over the December period alone, which leaves very little room for entertainment and gifts, not to mention, of course, other living expenses too. But fortunately, there are ways to ensure that you cover all of your expenses and still have a little bit of cash to spare to make holidays super special. And our panel is here to help us out with that. We're joined by Momfluencer and project manager Yolanda Madira, content creator and reality TV star Luluando Tukwayo, as well as financial planner Fabio Bronieri. We've also, of course, gotten some of your voice notes out there. Jody sent us one. Let's have a listen to what Jody has to say.
Good morning, guys. I've been saving since January month, so I'm pretty shabby with my money, and I have no worries using my bonus money for anything because I've been saving since January month.
So Jody says she's been saving since January. So when it comes to December, soft life is a real thing because she's been managing budgets. But maybe that is the key, right? You start nice and early and you put aside a little bit every single month, like you said, saving first for the end of the year. When it comes to this time, then you can do it kind of guilt-free, if you will. But Yolanda, let's talk about something that I think is very familiar to those of us who come from black communities, black tax, as it's called. I don't even know if there's a modern-day term for that. That kind of is different, right? How do we... What part of your budget should be allocated to that, if at all?
Yeah. Also, I think I share the same sentiments in terms of I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with the term black tax.
Right, yeah.
I mean, as a black woman, I come from a family whereby my mom's a big giver.
Yes.
In terms of, so I still practice the same values as well.
Right.
Be it my family, my sisters, in terms of making sure that there's something that I put aside. Obviously, creating a boundary for myself and communicating that as well in terms of how far I can stretch, how far my budget can, being honest with myself. So, I mean, it's a time where we buy gifts, you know, for the kids, for family. So put aside, but be honest with yourself. Create
like
healthy boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you quickly.
Yes.
What would you change that term to?
Okay, probably after my guess.
Okay, let's
I don't know.
have a bit of a... Let's try and find a solution.
Okay, I think I know gratitude giving. Something around...
Gratitude
Yes.
giving. I like
along
that.
those
I like... Lulanda, would you agree with that? Gratitude giving. I'll leave you on ice for that, to think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Right? Fabio, a 13th check isn't always available for most South Africans out there. Only those, I guess, in certain career lanes would that be an option in terms of payout at the end of the year. So with that in mind, and what we're talking about right now, having to contribute to families in such large sums of money, would you advise things like incurring debt, maybe maxing out the credit card? How far should you stretch that side of things?
Definitely not. I think, firstly, debt is not something that should be taken out to fund anyone else's expenses, first and foremost.
Right.
And debt you should be very careful and conscious about taking on debt, especially this time of year. One of the big credit bureaus did an analysis a year or two back, and they said majority of the new credit applications are actually coming in November, December period. And it's taking them 6 months to just pay off that debt.
Wow.
Just carrying them way into the new year. And that's a huge burden to carry into...
Wow. Maybe that's part of the result or one of the factors that's contributing to the burnout at this time of the year. You've been carrying this debt all the way into the middle of the year. Then you only find time to breathe. And then by the time you start breathing, hey, it's time to plan for December already. That cycle has spun over. And, you know, we love them. But our children certainly are sometimes a contributing factor to that. I know I'm guilty of the fact that whenever I just think about my son, I'm like, well, whatever he wants, whatever you want, okay? So, Lulanda, how then do we go about managing the expectations of our children so that, I think, also very importantly, so that they understand the value of money? It doesn't as they say, grow on trees, although technically it does because it's made from paper.
I mean, you know, where we come from, we didn't grow up with a lot of toys and all these things. So sometimes you overcompensate as a parent. Like, I want to give my kids what I couldn't have. And it's very important to have boundaries and also for them not to be just spoiled brats and I can just snap my fingers and my parents are going to do it for me. So for me, it's just teaching my kids the value of money. So for every chore in the house, they get something. They've got their own savings. They've got their own money. For example, they lose quite a lot of school uniform, and I cannot keep up with that. So every time they lose a jacket, I take it from their own money because I have to buy a new one.
I like that.
Yes.
You might be solving so many problems right now. Okay, all right. By the way, have you come up with a term? We said there's an appreciation gifting. Is that what we said?
It's with boundaries.
Gratitude gifting.
Yes.
Gratitude gifting. It's not black tax, it's gratitude gifting with boundaries.
I mean, look, so my mother always had a stokvel, right?
Right.
To compensate for such, the gratitude. So I think gratitude is a good word because if you have a stokvel to carry you for the December period, for the extra monies that you need to spend on your family, that stokvel money won't feel like a burden. It won't feel like tax. It will really feel like you're giving. So I'm with you, Yolanda.
Let's go. I love that. As long as it falls within the budget, it's on the list, and you've saved first. Do send us those voice notes in terms of how you go about ensuring that you don't overspend during this festive season to 063 408 8863.
Thank you, Kat. Well, you know what? This next mouth-watering recipe goes easy on the wallet and it really requires minimal effort in the kitchen. Now, if you haven't tried our pan-fried feta yet, you are in for a special treat, and that's thanks to Clover Elite Feta Cheese. And this decadent appetizer gives main character energy on any cheese board. And it will just take you a few minutes to make, and it is guaranteed to be a crowd pleaser this festive season. Now, whenever I think sweet treats, I think of Sassy Bakes, but she's here to show us how to make this delicious baked, in fact, deep-fried feta.
Absolutely. And
great
are
to have
you
you
ready, darling?
I am ready, and it's great to have you in the kitchen again.
Fantastic.
Oh, so you're going to start off with obviously making the batter that we're going to mix
There we
our
go.
feta.
There we go. So we're going to put everything in. This is our panko breadcrumbs. We're going to put in our sesame seeds, garlic powder.
Garlic powder and onion powder is a life
Ooh,
changer.
absolutely. And some black pepper. There we go.
And it's
We're just
really
gonna
cool
mix
that you're
it
just
through.
giving get lots
There we
of
go.
flavor
And we-
into the crumb.
And all you do is just sow in all the love, darling, all the love, just like that.
Oh, fantastic. So while you're busy there, I'm going to make a little sauce for us. I've got some
Fantastic.
honey. I've got some lemon juice as well as some chili flakes. So I'm just going to give all of this a good mix.
Okay, you do that. I'll whisk the eggs along.
Oh, now when it comes to, I mean, you go by Sassy Bakes,
Yeah.
and when it comes to making savory treats, is that something that comes often as a request, or is it more of the sweet treats that people want?
I love both.
Okay.
Because we need to eat.
We
right?
do need to eat.
We need to eat.
We do need to eat. Oh, fantastic. And this festive season, does the family expect you to make everything, or do they also chip in and actually
Let me just say
contribute?
I'm on 24 hours duty. 24 hours.
Okay, so everyone's in
So
for a
what we're going to
treat.
do now, we're going to take our feta, we're going to dip it into our egg mixture, just like that. Get your hands a little dirty.
And then we
into the
gooi it into our
There we go.
breadcrumbs.
Just coat it nicely.
There we go. And that goes into the deep fryer. Well, I say the deep
There
fryer,
we
but we gooi that into
And
the
that's
pan.
how we love it.
Well,
And
we are
into
using
the pot.
We are using our Clover Elite cheese, which is perfectly crafted due to the 5-step crafting process to bring you cheese that is superior in quality, taste, and texture. And you can use the plain, you can use the herb, or even the black pepper flavor, whichever you feel like, of the Clover Elite feta cheeses in this recipe. We have gone for the feta style plain, but like I said, you can go for any one that you choose. I love that. And look how quickly it fries. This really does not take a long time.
Not at all.
Okay, I want to try and make one. So I'm going to use this,
Yeah.
simply the feta, give it a good mixture in the egg. And then we put it into our panko breadcrumbs.
There we go.
Give it a good mixture. Can you like double up? Like I feel like it's...
You're natural in the kitchen, babe.
I'm learning from the best.
I don't feel like mine is the best right now. I think my oil is a bit too hot.
It's okay. You know, it's like making a pancake. The first one's always I don't want to say a flop, but it's not the standard.
There we go.
That's for the chef to taste.
Can we please just focus on that section?
Yes. And then we'll just put it onto a nice little paper towel.
Are we ready to indulge, my love?
I think let's add one more to the frying pan. Really just get that in there.
Fantastic.
Look at that.
This one is going to be brilliant.
That is the perfect one.
go.
And then you simply just serve it with a little bit of the sweet chili sauce that I've made, the honey glaze. Just give it a good little glaze like that. Oh, your guests will love this. Oh, Sassy Bakes, you're not going anywhere today because you're going to be hanging out. I see we have a list of recipes to get through this Monday morning. But if you want to get your hands on what we've just made, our pan-fried feta, it is available on our website. That is expressoshow.com. And as you can see how quick and easy we made it, it's something you can do this festive season or whenever you're planning on entertaining, and it will really be the highlight on your cheese board.
And we're going to indulge.
Yeah.
Clover cheese is for those who love life, where everything falls into place and melts away our cares, adding joy and stretching our imagination. Clover cheese, perfectly crafted.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Monday. Listen, we're back again with our discussion regarding savvy spending this festive season. And I'm joined again by Momfluence and Project Manager Yolanda Matira, content creator and reality TV star Lulwando Tukwayo, as well as financial planner Fabio Bronieri. We were having a good laugh just now during the ad break because I asked Yolanda, and I'm going to ask her again, are you the rich aunt when you go back home?
No, I'm not. Anybody's watching? Anyone is watching?
No, you said. Oh, my word. I can't believe it. Anyway, it's a state of mind being the rich aunt. We wanted to know your thoughts on how you curb your crazy spending during this festive season via voice note. Let's hear from Sharon. Good morning.
Good morning, this is Sharon from Nelspruit. To budget for a festive season, I would say that you know what, you start in the beginning of the year and you save up every month, you put away a certain amount. So at the end of the year, with the festive season, you know you've got that money kept aside for your festive season and for your kids or whatever you want to do. And also try and teach your children how to save. If you do give them an allowance, let them save a certain amount from there every month. And that's how they're going to learn how to save as they grow up. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. I absolutely love that. What do you make of that game plan, Fabio? Do you agree with it? Do you have something to add to it in terms of how do we ensure that we don't have that overboard impulsive spending that could end us in trouble in January?
Exactly. I think it just takes a bit of planning.
Okay.
So I definitely agree with that. Try and build up the year and save what you can during the year. And what they touched on earlier, I know it's super boring, but make lists and make a budget because planning can go a long way.
But take me through that. If we were to envisage a game plan, right? We're planning for the future, but we're trying to apply it now. How much of your budget should you be putting aside as the savings, as Sharon said, putting aside money for the festive season? So your salary comes in, 25th of the month, bing, bing. What do you do?
Yeah, so I think everyone's got different spending habits, different priorities. So I think everyone should be saving at least 15% of their salary.
1.5.
As their salary hits their bank account. That shouldn't all be used for the end of year spending. Yeah, a portion of that can definitely be used to treat yourself at the end of the year.
Yeah. But then, of course, you walk into the mall, Fabio, and then Rolando, hey, we know, flashing lights, pam, 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 grabbing your attention. You need this, you need that. You understand
I like
that?
it,
Hey,
buy it.
Oh, I want it, I like it, I buy it. How do we stop ourselves from falling victim to that when you enter
I'm probably
this
the wrong person to answer.
Well, this is exactly why I chose to ask you, to put you on the spot. To put you on the spot.
I feel so guilty because...
But you understand how that the communication works, because you're a brand ambassador, you're a businesswoman in that way, you understand that side of things and how marketing works.
Absolutely, yeah. Marketing, it just makes you want to go for it.
I can hear how it's making you nervous right now.
There's a certain bag that I want, you know, and I just can't help myself.
So basically, the point of that question was so that you see how not to be like Lulwando when you're walking into there. I think that's exactly where the lists come in. And of course, you can even have a list of those things that you desire, right? And when it comes to that crunch time, you reflect on, well, was this even part of what I wanted, right?
Yeah.
Let's hear another voice note from Shirley. Good morning.
Good morning, Expresso. My family were brought up with the philosophy of if you don't have the money for it, you can't have it. So therefore you have to save for it. You do not have it on credit and you do not have it on account. Have a good day.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
Yolanda, would you agree with that?
Yes, say if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it.
Ooh, wait. I think somebody make notes. Say that again.
If you can't buy it twice, then you can't afford it.
Yeah.
So
Why would you say that? Why the twice thing?
in terms of you probably would have money if you'd buy it twice, so you can't spend money you don't have. So if you wouldn't go back and buy it again, you probably need to work on your money game.
That has just changed my philosophy quite a lot. And then, of course, Fabio, if you do have a couple of rand to invest, to save, what are we saving in? What are we investing in?
Yeah, so again, it's going to be different for everyone. I think when it comes to financial planning, you want to have the right foundations in place first. You want to build a strong plan, and really the first thing you need to do is make sure you have a good rainy day fund, so that those surprise expenses that do come in, you've got enough money to pay for them, and you're not dipping into credit cards and getting into debt. So that's the first place I would look. And then the government's given us some great vehicles from a tax perspective to utilize, like our tax-free savings, retirement vehicles. So those I would utilize for more of a longer-term view.
Loving that advice as well. As my grandmother once said, "Phiri o rile ga bo se gangwe," as in tomorrow is another day. But that, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it.
That's a whole...
Take that into your 2023. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Oh, some great advice being shared. Well, nearing the festive season, we tend to spend more money than usual, but why not think before we spend? A prolific businessman and investor, Warren Buffett, once quoted the following, and it is incredible. He said, "Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." How is that for a quote for your Monday motivation? It is a powerful quote. Spend with intention to invest in your future self rather than satisfying your immediate desire. I absolutely love that. Just to look at that quote one more time. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Remember that for your Monday morning.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, it is indeed. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're live, large, in charge. Happy Monday. Good morning.
Good morning.
You've just woken up. We've been having some very cool discussions about money, isn't it?
It's Money Monday today.
It is Money Monday. Now, on the topic of investments, let's learn how to see money differently. Now, December is just days away, and soon we'll all be surrounded by family, chilling on the beach, perhaps exploring new towns, or perhaps even indulging in the pure bliss that is doing absolutely nothing for a very long time.
I'm looking forward to that. Now, regardless of what you're up to, we would like to find out what is on everyone's holiday bucket list this year. So, Kat, when you think December holidays, do you think peace and quiet, or do you think, you know, adventure and kuier?
No, I think peace and quiet. I think long road trips. And I think I might just take one back home, because, like, I don't know, flights are super expensive, and my sister wants to come back down to Cape Town. So I'm thinking, if I drive up, have a little, hey, lekay, dumelang ba kayo? Hey, bumalume, dumelang, and then afterwards we can drive down. Because I haven't seen her all year.
And that's going to be a fun road trip.
That's what I'm saying. That road trip back could be a nice catch-up for us. But
Yeah.
definitely more on the peaceful side. What about you?
Me too. Peaceful. I think life in our industry is just full of kuier and people that I'm looking forward to just switching off, and most importantly, putting my phone away.
Do you do that?
Putting my phone. I deactivate my emails.
Okay, but that's cool.
I
That's
delete
fair.
my email icon off my phone.
You delete the icon?
I delete the icon.
What do you mean? I'd be
No,
so
you're not
anxious.
supposed to email me.
Hey?
It's holiday.
No, but I'd be like so anxious. Like, aren't you thinking like there might be a gig that comes in here?
Oh no, but if you say to yourself, I'm taking this break for myself, then that's what it
I
is.
feel that though, but
You need
I'm also like, if the bag calls, the bag calls.
Well, then they must phone me, not email me.
Okay, so you do that, and then what about like WhatsApps and stuff? Can people reach you there?
Oh no, that's fine. I mean, at the moment, I have 103 unread messages, so...
What are you talking about?
If it's urgent, they phone me.
Wow. So you don't even leave people on blue. It's like on just like delivery.
I just don't feel like
Wow,
if my
that's so
phone looks
hectic.
like a Christmas tree, I don't look at it. Too busy.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking forward to, is deleting my email app. What are you looking forward to?
I think I'm looking forward to probably just like catching up on everyone's stories. I think I've had like such a busy year that I haven't had a chance to connect with everyone's stories for the year. I think we've all gone through hardships, and just to kind of help people feel seen and heard, just to sit down and like, how was your year?
Okay.
Tell me about it. And then hopefully through that conversation, help them plan for the next year. I like listening.
When you said you were going to catch up on everyone's stories, here was me picturing you on Instagram, looking at everyone's highlights of their stories for the year.
That's why you must not delete Instagram, rather, not the emails. What are you talking about? Anyway, is there anything specific on your bucket list for this December? Maybe new activities, new sightseeing, new experiences?
This is a holiday that it's my first proper break that I'm taking since being a student in university.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's been years where and it's not even a long holiday. I'm taking 3 weeks for myself.
Okay, fair.
Of no emails, nothing. And it would have been great to have gone on a trip for myself and my partner, but we have family weddings. We have got friends getting married. So there's 2 weddings taking place slap bang in the middle of our leave.
Oh, wow, okay.
So this is a holiday for doing the rounds of going to all the different weddings, but next year, if you're getting married, I'm not going. I'm sorry, I'm saying it now already.
Whatever you do, if you're Zoe's friend...
Next December is my holiday. It's not for weddings.
Yeah, I think for me, probably new experiences. My mom was mentioning wanting to go to the Vredefort Dome.
Ooh.
And that's like, the cool thing for me is like, my mom has never been one to imagine what a holiday is like. The other day when we were walking on the promenade when she came to visit, I'm like, when last did you just like walk, Mom? Just walk for the sake of walking. So she said she wanted to do that, and I really think I want to make it happen for her, just for her to enjoy and feel what it's like to be on holiday. She's been working super hard over the past year.
Amazing. Yeah. Oh, listen, there is so much to look forward to. So whether you're a thrill seeker or prefer to keep it chilled, you deserve to spend your downtime, excuse me, as you wish. Now, if you're going to be going to the movies with the family or your thing, if that's your thing, then you will be pleased to know that you can get 50% off regular 2D, 3D and extreme movie tickets, plus 50% off a medium soda and popcorn combo when you use your NetBank MasterCard. your American Express, Visa, or Greenback's shop card.
Tis the season to be merry at the cinema, so do enjoy it. You know what that frog was that you were experiencing?
It's still here.
No, those were all those emails that you've been ignoring over so many years. They're coming back to haunt you, Zoe.
Check it out. It's 4 months.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Come catch me on the next level.
About a minute before 7 o'clock on this Monday morning, and a time for us to reflect on the news headlines. On the national news front, 6 police officers deployed along the border between South Africa and Zimbabwe in Musina, Limpopo, have been arrested for corruption relating to the smuggling of illicit cigarettes into the country. Now, the Deputy Provincial Commissioner of Police responsible for crime detection in Limpopo, Major General Samuel Manala, says the police officers aged between 31 and 55 who are stationed at the Tsamutumbu police station were arrested on Friday. Now, he said 6 officers would appear in the magistrate's court in Musina today. Global rating agency Fitch has affirmed SA's sub-investment grade with a stable outlook. Fitch says if the country continues to control its expenditure, this could bring about debt stabilization. National Treasury has welcomed the latest credit review and says it's working to improve the efficiency of spending and remains committed to returning public finances to a sustainable path. Now, some weeks ago, S&P released its sovereign rating on SA, affirming the country's credit rating as positive and citing the medium-term budget policy statements that showed the country's intention to consolidate debt. On the international news front, the scale of civil protests in Beijing, China, and other cities has reached unprecedented levels. This because of strict COVID regulations and following the deaths of 10 people in a fire in a high-rise building in the Xinjiang region. Allegations that the building was partially locked have been denied by city officials. Protesters have demanded President Xi Jinping resign. Protests against strict COVID restrictions have drastically increased of late. The recent protest action is said to be unprecedented in that there is a direct call for political action and change. Meanwhile, the world's longest-serving president has won re-election in Equatorial Guinea to continue presiding over his authoritarian regime. Teodoro Obiang Mbasogo, who's 80 years old, secured almost 95% of votes, officials have announced 6 days after the vote. The results prove us right again, Vice President Teodoro Obiang Mangue, the son's president, said. And he added, quote, "We continue to be a great party." President Mbasogo has a vice-like grip on the oil-rich nation of Equatorial Guinea in Central Africa, and he seized power in 1979, aided by the military, and has survived several coup attempts. Now, the saying, one man's waste is another man's treasure, was proven this past weekend at the opening of a new public exhibition, the Festive Lights Switch On, Waste to Art Expo at the Civic Centre in Cape Town. It demonstrates how waste can be turned into beautiful and meaningful art and promotes the all-important message of reduce, reuse and recycle. It was officially opened by Cape Town's Mayor, Jordan Hill-Lewis. Also in attendance were the 40 learners and their teachers who were responsible for the imaginative creations from the Cecil Road, Drayden and Wesley Primary Schools in Salt River and St. Paul's Primary in the Boerkaap. Now, the mayor said, quote, "School kids have turned waste from the streets of Cape Town into these incredible works of art." The Waste to Art Expo is open until the 13th of January and accentuates the theme of this year's Festive Lights Switching On, which took place last night in Cape Town, the city of hope. Well, that's it for the news at 7 o'clock. We'll take a last look at 8. Right now, here's some further news from the world of sports. Well, in case you didn't know, Morocco caused the latest shock at the World Cup that has been full of surprises by beating Belgium thanks to late goals by Abdelhamid Sabiri and Zakaria Abouhlal. Now, the other game in Group F saw Croatia beat Canada 4-1 to move to the top of the group, with Morocco in second place. Japan failed to take another step towards the World Cup knockout rounds as Kesha Fuller's late goal earned Costa Rica a smash-and-grab Group E victory. The match of the day saw Spain take on Germany, with Nicolas Fulkrach coming off the bench to salvage a 1-1 draw. This after Alvaro Morata gave Spain the lead. In rugby news, it's been a topsy-turvy year for Jacques Nienaber and the Springboks, and one where they will finish in 4th position in the World Rugby rankings. By beating England at Twickenham on Saturday, South Africa made it 2 wins out of 4 on their end-of-year tour to Europe. The 27-13 win for the Boks claimed 0.96 ranking points, and although that wasn't enough to claim 3rd place from the All Blacks. Meanwhile, Ireland ended up top of the rankings, this, of course, as they went ahead of France. In other rugby news, the Stormers flexed their muscle on Friday night, showing the depth that they have in their squad by beating Wales' Scarlets 36-19 at Cape Town Stadium in a one-sided URC clash. Herschel Yankees, Leolin Zas, Ernst van Rijn, Heavich Diamani and Dan Duplessis all crossed the whitewash for the home side. Winger David Creel scored a brace of tries as the Bulls claimed a 43-26 home win over Ospreys, and the Bulls showed their ruthless streak. The Lions recorded their first home win of the season by overcoming the Dragons 33-25 in Johannesburg, while the Sharks were the only South African team to lose, going down 35-0 against Cardiff. And then finally, in tennis news, Canada won the Davis Cup for the very first time by beating Australia in the final in Malaga. In the opening singles match, Denis Shapovalov made up for his defeat with his, in the semi-finals with a 6-2 and 6-4 win over Thanasi Kokinakis. His Canada teammate Felix Auger-Aliassime, the world's number 6, then beat Alex de Minaur 6-3, 6-4 to give his country an unassailable 2-0 lead. Canada were appearing in only their 2nd Davis Cup final, so big congratulations there. That's it from the world of sport right now. Let's get you prepped for the roads out there. Here's Zoe with traffic news.
Thank you, Kat. Well, let's start off with traffic in Ballito, KwaZulu-Natal. Now, there's been an accident on the N2 northbound. It's before the Ballito interchange. The left lane's obstructed. Please drive carefully and approach with caution. In the Western Cape, in Bellville, Cape Town, there's some congestion on the R300 northbound. It's at that N1 inbound ramp. Please approach with caution or use an alternative route this morning. Well, that's your traffic. Let's take another look at your weather. And we start with some news abroad. Emergency workers are working tirelessly to locate about 11 people on the southern Italian holiday island of Ischia after a mudslide caused by torrential rain destroyed a small town. Now, rescue divers are searching in the water where a wave of mud, debris and stone broke away from the island's highest mountain yesterday and crashed down over houses and roads. Heartbreaking accounts are emerging of the last moments of victims of the powerful mudslide. The father of one of the women in her 30s told how she phoned him for help as earth began breaking on the top of the hill above her, but that he was unable to save her. Hers was one of 5 bodies located by rescuers, but at least 11 people are still missing on the island off Naples. The torrent of mud and debris destroyed homes and dragged cars into the sea. From that heartbreaking news, our thoughts and prayers are certainly with all of those. We are now bringing it back home where you get to share your sunrise views with us. So let's take a look at your 7 a.m. update. Gertrude Erasmus, who captured this beautiful ray of light glowing from Bloemfontein, and she took this picture on her way to work. Leroy from Middlesbrough sent a bold and bright photo of the sun rising up behind the houses with vibrant orange hues. Owetu from Port Shepstone shared this one of the ocean view. What a graceful way of starting off your day. I love that photo. And last up, we have Denzel from Port Alfred, who shared the ocean view while out enjoying some hot coffee and fresh air. What a beautiful way to start off your day. If you have a sunrise view that you'd love to share, please do so on our WhatsApp line. It's 063 408 8863. Let's get into today's temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, a low of 13 and a high of 24 can be expected. Mbombela, 14-24. Pretoria, 12-22. Johannesburg, 11-21. Mahikeng, 17-28. Klerksdorp, 15-27. Kimberley, 18-29. Bloemfontein's 12 with a high of 27. Richards Bay, 16, reaching a high of 21. Pietermaritzburg, 11 with a high of 22 and rain. Rainy conditions in Durban, 11's your low, 22 your high. Mtata 11.23, East London 16.23, Craddock 15.31, Kabeja 17 with a high of 24. George, your low 17, your high 23. Cape Town 18.32, Worcester 17.38, Sutherland 13 with a high of 30, Uppington 23.37, and that is your temperatures for now. We'll have a final update shortly after 8.
And listen, we've still got lots coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show on this Monday morning. We're going to be catching up with artist Aiden Fraser, who looks right and ready for this Monday. Good morning to you. Great to see you. And of course, we bring you some of the latest news from the FIFA World Cup, which is currently taking place in Qatar, in case you missed out on the action over the weekend. But lots more to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show on this Monday morning. We'll see you on the other side.
Stand a chance of winning 10,000 Rand with Play.Coza when you watch Tropica Island of Treasure. Simply SMS PLAY to 41191 or scan this QR code and follow the steps to enter. You could be winning your own treasure of 10,000 Rand. T's and C's apply and can be found on Play.Coza. Let's play with Play.Coza.
Woolworths X-Tri powered by Imperial. South Africa's friendliest off-road triathlon is going national. Buffelspoort in Gauteng goes down on the 25th of September, Koudkloof in the KZN Midlands on the 30th of October, and the season finale at Paul Kluwer Wine Estate in the Cape on the 4th of December. With every entry helping the Woolworths Trust to better nourish, educate, and safeguard South Africa's children. Enter now at www.xtri.co.za.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Monday morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Hope that you are enjoying it with us. Got a couple more hours of this to go, hey?
You're probably wondering what the hell's going on around Zoe's waist. Well, I'm getting proactive.
Pretty much.
You know what? We are getting so excited. There are only 3 teams left on the Tropica Island of Treasure All-Star season, with the grand finale closing in. And to keep you entertained, we've decided to celebrate by giving away some smooth prizes with our Tropica at Home challenges.
Yeah, now of course those competing on the show stand a chance to win a shared 1 million rand and 250,000 rand worth of Suzuki products. Now to top it all off, Play.coza will be rewarding the runners-up with a mega prize of an additional 25,000 rand.
How exciting. But for you at home, if you enter the weekly at home Tropica challenges, you could win a cash prize of 1,000 rand, and it can't get any smoother than that. Now, of course, it is a challenge, which means this week's challenge is the Tropica Stocking Bowling. Now, we'll need a pair of stockings like we've got here, and you'll need some Tropica bottles for this one. And if you're not sure what challenge I'm talking about, take a look at this.
You gotta swing hard. So, like, you've really got to get it. You got to get that oscillation and that momentum. Do you think you can do that?
2, 1. No,
Nah, that's gonna be a tough one.
Serious oomph. Okay, let's see how Jasmine does it.
Let's see. Oh, look at that.
Oh, she's coming
That's
in with
impressive.
a swing. It's like wrecking ball.
Yes.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
There we go. You're not allowed to use your feet. Don't bump it over with your feet. Okay.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
You can't practice now. Wait. No, stop. Hold your potato. Hold your potato. Okay.
Well, if you're wondering why he's saying hold your potato,
that's what it looks like.
because we have a potato in here.
So you'll need a pentahose.
Tied around waist.
And then a potato within it.
Yes.
Maybe an orange if you so wish. Wait, Zoe. Yeah, hold your potato. And then 15 seconds to knock over as many as you can. How many do you think you'll get?
I think 1. I'll
One.
be happy if I can get 1 in 15
Okay,
seconds.
can we put a clock
I'm being
on the
realistic
screen?
here. Okay, how aggressive am I allowed to swing?
Go. 1.
Okay, are we going?
3, 2, 1, go.
1.
No. Okay, no. Beep. Please go back. You are not allowed to use your hands. Once the swinging is in motion, you only swing the potato. Okay, wait. 3, I'm cutting this. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's 15. Okay, stop. That was a proper one. That was proper.
That was so
Okay,
graceful.
my turn. I gotta restack the bottles
my
now.
hair.
I can't. Please let me not embarrass myself by losing this game to Zoe Brown.
Oh, did we lose a bottle? Here's
No,
one.
no, go on, here.
Okay. So,
Okay. You see,
Must I
Zoe,
move?
the trick is you gotta strap your potato nice and high.
Ah.
Okay.
And go low.
Are you gonna count me in?
3, 2, 1, go. 10, 15, 14, 13. It looks very weird. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on, let's go. Look at that. He decimated the course with a single potato. Huh? What can you do with 1 potato? Lots of damage. That's what you can do.
Well
I'm the
done.
winner.
Let's see, you always have the advantage of having a potato down there.
Anyway, so listen, with our newest challenge, you stand a chance of becoming 1,000 rand richer with this week's cash prize of 1,000 rand up for grabs.
Oh, amazing. Well, all you need to do in order to enter is recreate this week's Tropica Stocking Bowling Challenge on the Tropica social media pages, and then show off your knocking skills and share your video on social media. And I feel like Kat gave you the perfect tip on how to execute this. And once you've done that, you can simply tag @mytropica and include that hashtag Tropica on social media. Entries will close at midnight on the 26th of November. That was this past weekend.
The winner will be selected and contacted via Tropica's social media. And of course, catch the repeat of Tropica Island of Treasure All-Stars tonight at 9 p.m. on S3. Who comes up with these games?
Don't know. Yeah, use one more.
No hands!
You too can win big with Tropica. Buy a Tropica promo pack, follow the details, enter, and stand a chance to win your share of thousands of smooth prizes, such as airtime, data, AEG fridges, Island Tribe hampers, Rest Assured beds, plus limited edition Tropica bags, towels, tents, cooler bags, and cushions. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you stand to win. Tropica. Nothing smoother.
All right, now it was an action-packed weekend of World Cup action with no less than 12 matches over the course of 3 days. Of course, France became the very first team to qualify for the next round, while Senegal got Africa's Africa's first win for the World Cup with the tournament. And as we do that and talk about that, let's say a very good morning to all our family across the SABC. Good morning, Qatar. We are catching up on all things World Cup that is happening in Qatar right now. Have you been catching up with everything, Zoe?
Well, I've been loving the updates. I mean, of course, lots of upsets that's been happening these last couple of games. Lots of excitement.
There was a big one in terms of the opening day's matches, if you will, Group 1, or the first round of matches where Argentina, of course, lost to Saudi Arabia, but they did claim a vital 2-0 win over Mexico to get their World Cup campaign back on track after losing that opening game to Saudi Arabia. With goals from Lionel Messi, who else? You should have seen that celebration. It was amazing, as well as Enzo Fernandez securing those 3 points. Now, the win puts Argentina second in their group, and with, of course, their final match up against Poland, they'll have to be very confident in progressing to the next round. I mean, are you Team Ronaldo, Team Messi? What are you on?
That is a tough one to ask.
Yeah?
Who are you?
Team Messi all the way, like without a doubt, without a doubt. I've got an emotional connection to Messi right now, and I'm really hoping that this is going to be the World Cup where he raises that trophy. But this is what that moment meant to the players. Take a look.
I love it. Great change room atmosphere.
Somebody put an Amapiano beat on that so we can celebrate with the Argentinians. Now, of course, on Friday, Senegal got theirs and Africa's first win of this year's World Cup after beating hosts Qatar 3-1. The result, of course, means that Qatar were the very first team to be eliminated from the competition. The tournament hosts setting an unwanted record in the process by becoming the first host nation to be knocked out of their own tournament after 2 matches. It's never been done before. Now, for Senegal, it was just their 4th ever win at the World Cup, and this is what it meant to their fans in the stadium.
World Cup atmosphere is all about. I love that. I love that they were there to support their team.
Full celebration, and we as Africa stand behind the Lions of Teranga. Now, the Netherlands drew 1-1 with Ecuador in a tightly contested game that leaves them top of Group A. Coach Louis van Gaal has admitted that this will probably be his final World Cup as manager, and this ahead of their game against Qatar tomorrow. One young reporter took the opportunity to share his admiration for the Dutch coach.
I'm a young journalist who has just started, and I don't have any question for you. It's just the opportunity to tell you how I'm a fan of you since childhood.
Ik kan je een dikke knuffel geven direct. Want ja, ik vind het wel leuk dat je dit zegt. Dat meen ik serieus. Dat gebeurt niet vaak. Dus we gaan elkaar lekker knuffelen direct. Kom hè, kom.
Daar kan hij ook een foto van nemen.
Knuffel. You freeze, yeah? And I freeze there. Yeah? Because of coffee.
Ah, man.
What a
moment,
beautiful
eh?
moment.
What a moment. Well, here's to hoping that your Monday is filled with lots of Dirk Knuffels. Now, Spain and Germany played out to a 1-1 draw as Germany kept their hopes of progressing alive. Just barely, though, you would say. The result means that all the teams in Group E have a chance of reaching the knockout phase heading into the final round of matches. Of course, Alvaro Morata came off the bench to give Spain the lead. Take a look at that moment. Other substitute that found the back of the net when Nicholas Fulkrach got the equalizer for Germany, and that was an equally celebratory moment. Such a confident finish. He really nailed that into the back of the net. Did you see that?
I saw that. That was incredible.
And you know what's a great story is that this guy, he's 29 years old, national team, and only made his international debut last month. So for him to capture that opportunity like that has really catapulted his name into the upper echelons of football. I think people are always going to remember that. Now, for Belgium, this is probably the final chance that they have to win a major tournament with their golden generation, as they've been touted. Unfortunately for them, that looks pretty unlikely after losing 2-1 to Morocco, another big upset of the World Cup. Now, one of the players of the future, Amadou Onana, has proved that football is not his only talent. Take a look.
Told you not to fall in love with me if I won't give you everything you need. Told you 3 times, seems that's not enough. Listen up, is it love?
Wow. Who would have thought he had a voice like that?
Do we have a golden buzzer here somewhere?
He gets the golden buzzer.
That was amazing.
You go straight to Sun City.
I like... It's the way it happens. That's absolutely amazing. So, truly a talented team. Thank you very much to our SABC family for joining us on Good Morning Qatar. We'll have more updates for you tomorrow, but have a wonderful Monday. But so far, Zoe, what have you made of all of the action? I don't know, the matches you've caught.
So for me, I will actually just say, I think this was probably the World Cup with the most upsets so far. This has definitely been the surprise World Cup where the underdog really did a little bit of a scare for the top dogs.
This is true. I've got 2 questions for you. Returning back to the initial question I gave you, whether you are Team Ronaldo or Team Messi, have you made your mind up?
No, I haven't. I feel like it's such strong camps. You need to be able to justify exactly who.
Okay. Then, from a broader team perspective, who do you think will lift the World Cup this year?
I feel like Germany is very strong. They're up there.
Really? After they lost that first game to Japan, you got hope? Okay,
I feel like that was the loss they needed so that, you know, sometimes you need to be like, we are not doing that again.
Well, they did draw last night against Spain, which puts them in a very, very precarious position. But let us know your thoughts about the World Cup, what you have been enjoying. We're going to take a quick break. I need another cup of coffee. Are you making?
No. You're making for us.
Okay.
we got you covered. 24-hour long wear, new skincare and ingredients, better skin by the day, diverse shades, transfer resistant and waterproof. For all skin, for every life. New Color Stay Longwear Makeup.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, it's been a fantastic start to the Monday. I hope you've got those coffee cups ready because Kat's busy making me a second cup for the day. And to us now introducing you to our rising star, it's South African indie pop artist Aiden Fraser, who's joining us in studio to talk about his latest single, Strawberry Ice Cream. Now, a track that bursts with sonic flavor and some luminous shades. Let's take a listen to it.
Throw me in the storm, took off with the rainbows. Lilac ocean crashes into a dream. Strawberry ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Why aren't you here with me? Why aren't you here?
Oh, Aiden Fraser on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome to Expresso. It's great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Oh, I'm loving the sound that you've produced. I'm loving what I'm seeing on my screen, the colors, the retroness coming through. Aiden, let's start off a little bit about your love for music and just really exploring that. Where did your journey start for you?
Well, since I was like very young, like 2 years old, I've loved singing, and I've always just known that I've wanted to be a singer one day, and I guess I never really gave up on that childhood dream, you know. I feel like everyone should, go for their dreams, so that's what I've been doing, so
That's
yeah.
exciting. And I mean, let's talk about Strawberry Ice Cream, because it's not ice cream, it's ice cream.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind that, because you were eating strawberry ice cream, but the song is Strawberry Ice Cream.
Yes. So strawberry is like a name, I guess you could say. So it's like Strawberry Ice Cream, why aren't you here with me? It's almost like a breakup song for someone you like really loved. And yeah, I don't know. It's just it's a breakup song, I feel.
But it's such a happy tune. So you also...
Well, when I originally wrote it, it was actually a lot sadder.
Okay.
And like more like laid back and acoustic with a ukulele, and then it became this like pop song, I guess.
A little bit more upbeat.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Very, very interesting. Now, you've got two songs, Strawberry Ice Cream, that we just touched on, as well as your track. This one is called Healing.
Yes.
Talk me through your songwriting process, because you said Strawberry Ice Cream is a breakup song.
Yes.
Healing, is that the follow-up?
Well, Healing I wrote last year, and Strawberry Ice Cream I wrote when I was 17, and I'm 21 now. But when I wrote Healing, it was like it's also kind of like a breakup song in a way, but not with in a relationship. It's more like losing a friend. And I originally started writing the song as like a letter almost to that friend. But then when the song like came about, it almost felt like a letter to everyone and how I'm, I guess, feeling inside. Because I distance myself a lot from people, and I tend to, I guess, not communicate enough with like my close friends and my family. So I don't know, I just felt like it was a song to let people know how I'm feeling and how I'm healing, I suppose.
And that's beautiful, and I think that's the power you have as a songwriter, to be able to internalize all those feelings and emotions and being able to put it into music.
Yes.
Which a lot of people, you'll be surprised, will be able to relate to. Now, Aiden, this is such an interesting process. I'm always so fascinated with when it comes to your own songwriting. Are you someone that does it on the phone, where you just make little notes, or are you a pen and paper kind of guy?
It's all over. Sometimes it's on the phone, sometimes it is just written down. Sometimes I just pick up the guitar or play on the piano and I just sing. And like whatever comes out, comes out. A lot of my songs actually are like freestyles.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Aiden, we're so excited to have you here. You've got performances lined up for us. And of course, it's his very first time on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So we are looking forward to hearing Aiden Fraser perform.
So while Aiden warms up his vocal cords, we're getting ready to indulge in some beautiful bliss right here in this kitchen.
made with love by Clover.
So when it comes to the beautiful and delicious chocolate tart, there's no need to feel intimidated by this decadent look. We're showing you how easy it is to put together. And wow, the guests this festive season are going to love it. I can guarantee that. Sassy Bakes is with me in the kitchen. Great to see you. Looking forward to learning how to... I'm not much of a baker, so I'm looking forward to learning how to do this so that maybe it can be part of my menu. For the festive season.
Okay, so what we're going to do is our mini chocolate tarts.
Mini
chocolate There we
tarts.
go.
Yes.
So we've got some whipped cream, 250 milliliters of whipped cream. So what we're going to do, we're going to add our beautiful Clover Bliss.
There we go.
1 cup.
So just while you're doing that, in that bowl, did you have to whip it yourself to get it to that consistency, or was it...
No, totally. It doesn't come like that.
Okay, so it's cream that you've got to whip to get into that state.
You've got to whip
that might take you a minute.
There we go.
Okay, then beautiful Clover Bliss.
Oh, this smells delicious.
The chocolate medium cream dairy dessert.
This is definitely for the chocolate lovers.
Absolutely.
And
Now,
if you're not a chocolate lover, just try it.
now, Clover Bliss medium cream chocolate dairy dessert is a ready-to-eat chocolate dairy dessert that you can pour. You can use it as a sauce. You can top it with beautiful treats as well. It's ready-to-eat indulgence at its very best, and you can see how easily it combines with something like a
beautiful, like a mousse.
Yes, exactly. I was about to go into that realm.
So we're just going to mix it through beautifully. And how's that? Chocolatey choc.
Yes, please.
I love it.
Okay.
There we go.
So at the end of the day, once you've mixed it nicely together, you're going to get it into a piping bag.
There we go.
Like this, and then hold it on the side. Now, let's get the actual tarts going.
So once we've got this, we're going to also take our beautiful mint chocolate.
Oh, lovely.
And pour it in there. It's nicely melted. And mix it through, and voila.
Okay.
We will have our beautiful mousse.
Quick question. What's the secret to melting your chocolate at the right temperature, at the right speed or pace, so that you don't... What do they call it when the chocolate seizes, right? You don't want it to do that.
You don't want it to do that. So it's short increments in the microwave if you want to do that.
Oh, okay.
It's so much easier.
Like 30 seconds at a time?
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe
then just
30
watch
seconds and then 10 after that. And you just watch it all the time. Make sure that you're always stirring it so that you can get a nice, smooth consistency.
Otherwise, if you want to be like the pros out there, those chefs, you have like a pot that you fill with water, you grab a glass bowl, and then you put the chocolate in there to create a bain-marie, right? And then you...
Are you not so happy there's microwaves?
Well, you know, thank goodness for microwaves. I'm just like, you know, if you're looking for content ideas, you're welcome. Okay.
There we go.
Good, good, good. Over here, some dry ingredients.
Fantastic. So that is going to be our mousse. We're going to serve that through nicely. This is our dry ingredients. We've got some cake flour, some icing sugar. That's going to go in there.
So it's going to be a sweet tart. That crust is going to be nice and sweet. So dry ingredients put together.
And our butter.
And by the way, of course, you can catch this recipe on our website, expressoshow.com.
Yeah, we won't miss out on anything. Don't worry.
So butter needs to be at room temperature, right?
Always. So now we're going to get our hands dirty.
Get involved.
Get in there, and you're just going to...
It might feel gooey at first, but it's all part of the love that you're putting into these beautiful tarts that are going to be the treats for everyone at your dinner table, or maybe even your lunch table, depending on when you decide to serve them up. Then, once you've gotten that, you're going to line your tray.
Put it in your tray, and then we're going to bake it for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven.
I mean, you've got a very interesting setup here. Are these little baking papers necessary?
Yeah, it's always better to spray it and to also line it with some baking paper.
Okay.
And that way, it's just easy for you to take it out.
Understood. Okay.
You don't want to waste all your time making the start and it doesn't want to come out.
This is true. Okay, so now I've been entrusted with the piping duties, right? This is it. I need to cut it first. How far along the edge or the tip do I cut it? Give me a guide.
Just like that.
Like over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Are you doing some patterns for us?
Patterns?
Wait,
well, I'm struggling with the scissor already. Whoo, it's going to be, it's a movie.
Can we blame the scissors, rather?
Please, let's blame the scissors. Okay. I promise you, I passed the scissor cutting class.
We'll add some water here as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to get, oh, lo, lo, ha, la, la. Okay, I'll do the first one basic, right? Because I like the filling to be, oh, look at that, and then you give it a...
Wow.
Come on now.
Okay.
I needed to give it a bit of a swirl at the end.
Give it a swirl. There we go.
Ayana J. It looks like that emoji. I wasn't intending
It's
for it.
called an oversized chocolate.
Oh, my God. Okay, so pressure in the middle.
There we
Look
go.
at this. Turn and moving. There we go. Then you go. Okay, keep it
There we go.
close.
Keep it. There we go.
Oh, I'm still. It's giving emoji.
Please,
Okay.
just add a berry.
Yes,
If
that's
all else
exactly what I'm
fails,
gonna do.
Add a berry.
Then you just top it off with some berries. Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna put that in
Chocolatey. And let those berries, you push them down a little bit. That kind of, oh, look at that. It gives the mousse a bit of a time to spread
That is
around.
so beautiful.
And makes it look indulgent. Look at that. How's that presentation? Would you eat that? That's the question. Would you eat that?
The side profile looks amazing.
Love it. That's all you need. Yes, the camera's got the shot. And on that, take a look at this quick recap. Thank you, Sassy Bakes.
And this is what I look like.
Made with love by Clover. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's your feel-good breakfast show, and when it comes to self-confidence, it is key to owning your feminine hygiene, which makes finding the best feminine wellness products essential. And here to give us some guidance on achieving that confidence in your life is HPCSA registered counselor Tammy Cruz. Tammy, so great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are the go-to person when it comes to, you know, tapping into your full potential, being as confident as we are. Can you tell me, why is feminine hygiene and being on top of it so important towards your self-confidence?
It's such a great question. You know, females, we have such an intimate relationship and connected relationship with our bodies, and that includes the intimate parts of our bodies. And I think to include that, it's because the way that we feel about our bodies is the way that we feel about ourselves. And unfortunately, that is just how it is with women. And I think that feminine hygiene, that's how it matters. It's connected. And if we pay attention to that and we emphasize that, I think that's how we feel great about ourselves.
And you know, being connected is so important because that confidence needs to stem from somewhere. Now, from your expert opinion, what is the best way to really be comfortable in your own skin and radiate that confidence that we all want?
I think this is something that I see with my clients. Self-esteem and self-confidence is what people want. And I think an important part of how we do that is we have to focus on our relationship with our bodies. If we want to build our relationship with our bodies, we want to build our comfortability and our confidence. And we do that by going, you know, as much as this body that I'm in right now isn't the body that I've always dreamed of, it is deserving of love and respect and acceptance and kindness. And so if I'm able to do that to myself right now, I'm able to make sure I feel comfortable in my skin. And if I feel comfortable in my skin, I feel comfortable in myself.
I love that. And I know you mentioned that relationship you have with your body. So how important is, you know, self-care and looking after yourself that will also contribute to having that confidence we all want?
That's, you know, I think one thing that we need to know is that self-care and self-love are the same thing. So it's incredibly important. And so self-care is prioritizing physical and mental health every single day. And so having that daily routine really matters. So that if we put all the emphasis on our daily routine, and I know it's hard to stick to it, but it really does matter. And that includes feminine hygiene, that kind of keeping that and keeping the promise to yourself that you're going to look after and care for yourself every day matters.
I love that you said it goes hand in hand, because you are so right. So Tammy, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to invite brand manager Zazipho Kuma in studio, who is here to give us some extra information we need as we embark on our new journey. Now today we are testing out great absorption qualities of the GynaGuard panty liners range versus a few generic brands. Zizi, you are here radiant in your pink, and we're about to put these liners to the test. Do you want to talk us through how we're going to do this?
So what we're going to do is we're going to put some liquid in the panty liners on the table. We've got two competitor brands, and the one in the middle is the GynaGuard panty liners, to show how effective the panty liner, our GynaGuard panty liner, is compared to other panty liners that are available there in the market.
So what are we looking for? We're looking for great absorption.
Yes, we're looking for great absorption. It's also, as GynaGuard's main USP is odor control, it's got tea tree leaves extract, which neutralizes your odor. So therefore, I think one of the key things is the fact that it blocks the odor. So it keeps you fresh daily as you go about your life. It is dermatologically tested for allergies, any irritations that you may have. So we know that it's a gentle, safe panty liner for you to go about and making sure that you're feeling confident in your intimate area.
Oh, well, let's put it to the test. I'm dying to see how you're going to do this.
I'm going to put the same amount of water throughout the three panty liners. So this is a competitor brand.
We're starting with
with this one. So this is exactly not what you want, because the benefit of the panty liner is to keep you fresh and dry. So that's, you want dryness, you want great absorption. So we can see clearly on this one, it doesn't absorb.
It oversits on the surface.
It oversits on the surface. So if it does this, then it might do more damage than what it's supposed to do. So this is definitely not what you want, or this is not what you're looking for when you're looking for a panty liner. Let's see how the other competitor brand does. I'm going to do GynaGuard last.
You know, there is a saying, best for last.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, same amount of water. So we see the same effect there, right? Not much absorption.
Okay.
And you can see that it's wet. So if it remains like this, then it's going to cause irritation and the discomfort that you don't want. You don't want to wear a panty liner that is wet. Okay, let's do Gynagat. Save.
I see the instant absorption.
You see the instant absorption on Gynagat coming out there. Let's just see. Let's compare the two.
You can see it's
and they're running
really
out.
well.
Yeah, they're running out. You can see the rest. The other two are running out. And with Gynagat, there's no run out.
Oh, see? I love that we were able to put this to the test. Zizi, thank you so much for showing us the demonstration. And Tammy, thank you so much for talking to that self-confidence we all want, and also just linking the self-care with self-love. Thank you for that.
Thank you for having me.
And there you have it. Unlocking your confidence and comfortable self has never been easier, especially with Gynagat. Feminine hygiene mastered. Gynagat, feminine hygiene mastered.
Now, there's a saying that the most beautiful thing you can wear is confidence. And case in point, the SA Style Awards brought to us by Plascon. The South African Style Awards is more than just an event where you showcase the clothing that you wear. It's all about celebrating colourful and impactful individuals who've inspired change within our nation. Now, Graham attended the South African Style Awards announcement dinner, proudly sponsored by Plascon.
The South African Style Awards celebrates those individuals who in their respective fields of work have disrupted the process of business. And I'm so excited today. I am at the Zebra Square Gallery at Hyde Park Corner to meet the 13 illustrious SA Style Award winners. All of this is brought to you by one of those style drivers, Plascon South Africa. Now, I am stood beside someone who, for me, epitomizes what the South African Style Awards are all about. Not only because, yes, she looks gorgeous tonight, but Jill has been a disruptive force in her space for the longest time. Now, this might feel like a bit of a broad question, but what is, at its heart, the SA Style Awards all about?
The SA Style Awards is exactly what you said. For 25 years, we are now individuals who, in their respective fields, actually disrupt the creative industry, and that is SA Style.
The collaboration between Plascon and SA Style Awards is so clever because colour is a big part of style, and wherever you look at colour. So Colour My World is what Plascon's all about, and ideally this is a colourful world with colourful personalities, with colourful influences, and so basically it's a perfect association.
The thing about the Style Awards is that one winner can't win twice. You can only win once. So you kind of have to always look for newness. And that is what I love about this. We started about in November last year with a whole bunch of judges. We all kind of like voted, and Jill Groger and I went through the votes, and then we kind of like came to the golden few that is actually going to win an SA Style Award tonight and then get it in February.
I'm standing in a room full of the most influential people in the country, literally, and one of the most influential has stood right beside me. What does it mean to be recognized by your peers in this space?
Listen, it's a big deal for me, especially with regards to where I started off in the industry, you know, going way, way back, more than 10 years ago. I literally started from the bottom all the way to the top. It's a big honor. I'm really excited about it.
I've been attending the Style Awards for years, every single year. And I think this specific category for innovative style is such a unique and special one. It's not just saying you're a fashionista, it's not just saying you're on trend, it's saying what you do with fashion and style and how you express yourself is innovative and forward-thinking and different and unique, and so it really is so special.
I've been lucky enough to obviously see you come through this crazy journey over the last couple of months even. How does it feel?
Pinch me! Am I alive? This is such a great moment. I think it's like a great validation that I needed to say, girl, you are doing the right thing. I just feel like what I do as a comedian is make people laugh, make people happy. I think when people are happy, everything is better, everything is lighter. So that is my mandate, that is my purpose in life.
The industry, and the longer you're in it, you know, with the highs and the lows, etc., there are moments that you do require a little bit of a reminder that, you know, you deserve to be here. You're still good, kid. You know, you're still here. And again, it is the kind of validation that I think I needed right now. The validation of being here is to show that I am on the right path with regards to my purpose. I feel like I am living my purpose.
We have a responsibility to the people that look to us to say, if I can do it that way, then maybe it's the way that I should do. And I do hope that I've been doing things the correct way so that the young ones who come after can follow the right path.
You could have good influence and you could have bad influence, but for me, I always gauge for the positive, good influence. It means that you're leaving a legacy behind, which is so crucial.
I'm so purposeful in everything that I do and what I stand for. As an advocate for dark skin magic and dark skin girls who have been bullied, and self-esteem and self-love. So I want to show other young girls who can see themselves in me saying, if she can do it, I can. And if God can do that, He's unlimited.
People will ask you, you know, from when I was at school, I am the same person, albeit a bit older and perhaps a little bit more mature and a lot more knowledgeable, but characteristically the same person with the same style. And I've been embraced, and I am so happy that people love what I do and who I am and what I stand for.
I'm in awe, I'm honored, I feel blessed, and also validated because it's been a hard journey, especially in the beginning about sustainability. When I started in 2004, most people didn't know what that meant. So now that the world has all come to the party about it, I'm glad everyone's embracing it, and I'm honored to be honored.
Sebastian, I would imagine in a room like this, it's easy to feel awesome. We're looking at amazing people, amazing cars, and amazing space. From Plascon's perspective, why was this the perfect partnership, do you think?
So when you think about style, I mean, you look at color, and color is everything part of your life. You choose blues, you choose blacks, it just makes your mood. And coming into the Style Awards and meeting all these people just makes sense, is that it's so intrinsic part of your life that it's something that you have to be part of. It's what we try to drive, and it's about driving lifestyle.
What a privilege to connect with, yes, some amazing old friends, but every single person sitting around that table. I know it's a cliche, they are change makers, they are disruptors, I know that, but they are making their mark on the world. And they're not doing it for themselves, they're doing it for you, for me, and for South Africa. I cannot wait for them to receive their just accolades in February next year. It's going to be quite a party, but most importantly, I've got to say thank you to Plascon South Africa, thank you to the South African Style Awards, and thank you to these amazing human beings beside me for living a life of service for their country. They are changing the game.
Oh man, what a truly exemplary night of true style and elegance, eh? Colourful splashes everywhere, just inspiring.
And everyone looked so beautiful, isn't that the whole point? Like the fashion, the colours, beautiful.
Speaking of which, what's your colour right now?
I'm kind of obsessed with purple at the moment.
It's on the nails.
The nails are purple.
Lovely.
And
lovely.
yours?
I'm into the beige kind of thing, the neutrals.
The neutrals, you can never go wrong
It's helping me
with
to
neutrals.
calm down quite a bit right now.
Well, listen, when it comes to true style and elegance, that's what we just saw. And each winner is unique in their own choice of tones, clothing their worlds with creativity and individuality. And we cannot wait to see all 13 winners shine on the 12th of February 2023 at the official South African Style Awards, brought to you by Plascon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Monday to you. It's been a Money Monday. At the top of the show, we started talking about savvy spending, how to make sure that you get through your budget properly in this festive season. And so to that point, we've asked you to help us along. Maybe share some tips about how you stick to a budget. How do you plan that you don't overspend and end up with a January in a month or so to come? So please share those voice notes with us on 0634088863. We would absolutely love to hear from you. But right now, it's time for us to make someone smile on this Monday.
Oh, definitely. And we're about to add a pocket full of sunshine to someone's Monday. Now, last week, Gyna God gave you the chance to win 1,000 Rand cash. And all you had to do was name one of the main benefits of the Gyna God panty liner range. And today, we have our lucky winner on the line. Congratulations. Can we get a drum roll, please? Kuhle Ndaba, that is our winner for today. You commented on the post saying it neutralizes odors and it offers great absorption. Hashtag feminine wellness and hashtag Gyna God. Silendu Kuhle, are you on the line? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, good. I hope you heard that. We love your comment. We love what you like about the Gyna God panty liner range. Tell me, how does it feel to be the winner?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. And tell me, how important is using products like Gyna God that provides you that comfort and confidence that you need?
I think that's very important. Feminine hygiene is very important because it's something that we usually take for granted. And I believe that the self-care and self-life is the same thing. You have to love yourself in order to take care of yourself. So I've been recently I started using the Gyna God, and I think I'm not going to change it anytime soon because it's even more affordable. Because I usually buy the 40 plus for $26.99. So yeah, I'm happy with the result that I'm seeing from it.
Oh, well, listen, when you're happy, we are happy. Gyna God's happy. Congratulations. You won yourself that 1,000 Rand cash. Now, for you at home, if you want to stand a chance to win 1,000 Rand, just like Silendo Kuhle did, simply reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page and tell us how your self-confidence is affected by your feminine hygiene. Now, don't forget to include the hashtag Gyna God and hashtag feminine wellness. The competition closes the 29th of November. There are some T's and C's that can be found on expressoshow.com.
Gyna God, feminine hygiene mastered.
Stand the chance to win an Island Tribe hamper to the value of 1,000 Rand and a pair of premium handcrafted prior eyewear to the value of 1,490 Rand every week. Simply answer the weekly competition question by replying to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter page. Don't forget to include hashtag Join the Tribe and prior eyewear. Tame the sun with Island Tribe. The competition closes 30 November. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso on S3. It's Monday, which means we have got a few little things to get into, including a game of fun and games where no one is safe. Now, today we are switching things up, so listen carefully. In each round, you will be given one short phrase. And when I say you, I am talking about Sassy Bakes and our very own Katlego. And as you can see, I have trigger foods in front of me. So what will happen is you will take one bite, you will be given one short phrase, and you need to repeat it as many times as possible within 10 seconds. Now, if you're ready, stay tuned for that.
It's the super sensitive tongue twister game.
Okay, well, there you have it. This game is about to put Sassy Bakes and Katlego in their place, potentially. I have 3 trigger foods in front of me. I've got some hot chicken soup. We have got, what do we have there? We have got some cold soda float in front of Katlego. And then we've got sweet honey.
Okay.
These are trigger foods. And how it's going to happen is once you take a bite, you're going to have 10 seconds to say a phrase as many times as possible within that time frame. And the person that says it the most wins. But of course, we have to add a little bit of a twist. There will still be in 3 different languages.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Love it.
Okay.
But this time it's a phrase that we have to repeat
a
over and
phrase.
over again.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Sassy, just to give you some background, in the past we had a whole saying that you had to try and do, and it's just to get a little bit of a tongue twister going. Are you ready? Who's going to go first?
Are you though?
Are you ready?
Okay, I'll go first. Where are we starting?
Kat, let's start here with the hot chicken soup.
How hot is hot? Wow, okay, that is hot.
Okay, don't burn yourself. Hot chicken soup. Once you take a bite, your phrase will appear on that screen.
Imaginary menagerie manager imagining. Imaginary menagerie manager imaginary man. Imaginary menagerie manager imagining. Imaginary menagerie manager imagining. Imaginary menagerie manager. Imaginary menagerie imaginer.
You had many attempts, but 3 successful.
Okay, thank you. So
You got 3.
Okay.
You got 3.
Okay.
Sassy, are you ready?
I'm ready, babe.
I'll do this so that
You
starting with the
go
soup.
for your soup. You have a clean spoon over there.
I'm ready, I'm ready.
And try get into the phrase like Kat does. So, of course, hot soup is also a trigger food for sensitive teeth.
And
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Imaginary menagerie manager. Imagining. Imaginary menagerie manager. Imagining. Imaginary menagerie imagining.
I heard Marjorie's name being called out there at some point. Marjorie?
I'm sure I said margarine at a time.
Marjorie, probably. Okay, I'm stretching it, but you got 2. I feel like you got 2 over there. So, Kat, you take the first round. The hot soup is yours. Now we're moving over to the cold, which is also a trigger. We have got cold soda floats.
Looks delicious.
So take a sip. And this next phrase is in Afrikaans. Is jy reg?
Alright. 50 vinnige professionele pampoenplikkers. 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 50
5 successful times. And if you're wondering that was 5. 50 professional pumpkin pickers. That's what you said.
Very fast ones as well. 50 fast ones. 50
fast. 50 fast pumpkin pickers. There we go.
Professionals.
Professionals, you know what I mean. Okay, it's a tongue twister even in English to try to convert. Sassy, take a sip of our ice-cold soda float. We're giving you all the flavors so early in the morning.
Mouthful. I want to see puppy cheeks. Puppy cheeks.
And then look at that camera.
Okay. 50 vinnige professionele pampoenplikkers. 50 vinnige professionele pampoenplikkers. 50 vinnige pampoenplikkers. 50 vinnige professionele pampoenplikkers. 50 vinnige professionele pampoenplikkers. 50 vinnige professionele pampoenplikkers.
Dat was nogal goed geweest.
Ja, uitstekend.
Jy was 'n professionele pampoenplikker met die woord.
Daar sy.
Well done. So on the buzzer, you finished your 5th one. So well done. We have a tie.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see who can walk away the winner. We
What's
have
the next
got
language, though?
some sweet honey, and you're going to do it in Indonesian.
Indonesian?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try your phrase for you. Is ambilkan dandang di ding ding dong. It translates to. Let's see the translations. Get me the rice cooker from the wall, won't you? The ding dong. Are you ready?
Bong bing.
Ambilkan dang dang di ding ding dong.
It's a lot. My mouth is ticking. Okay. Ambilikan dang dang di di dong dong. Ambilikan dang dang ding ding dong. Ding di. Ambilikan dang dang di di ding dong. Ambilikan dang dang di di ding dong. Ambilikan dang dang di di ding dong. Ding dong. It's like a song.
It's like a song.
Ambilikan dang dang di di ding dong. Ambilikan dang dang di di ding dong. Ambilikan dang dang di di ding dong.
I don't know how many you got there. It felt like one.
Fantastic. I think one.
Okay.
That makes it easier for me.
Dang dang.
Sassy, you saw how he did it. Can you better?
Of course I can.
Full. Mark full.
If you ever had a teaspoon of honey so early in the morning.
Yeah. It's lekker.
Ambilkan dang dang di ding ding.
Go.
Ambliki dang dang ding dong dang. Ambliki dang dang ding ling ling dong. Ambliki dang dang di diling diling dong dong. Ambigaling dang dang. Di ding ding dong. Ambigaling dang dang. Ding dong ding.
Hello.
I love how the ding-a-ling comes in there.
Now we are venturing. We've gone from Indonesian to other territories.
Ding-a-ling ding ding. Oh, Sassy, you're amazing. You are always such a treat to have here.
Thank you, darling.
Done. Did you experience any sensitivity?
I thank you.
Did you experience any sensitivity while you tried any of our trigger foods? Perhaps with the hot, the sweet, the cold?
I think with the cold, yeah.
The cold. It always gets you with the cold, right?
Always.
Oh.
It gets you into the ding dong.
It gets you into the dilly ding 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 dong. Oh, amazing. Well, Kat, Sassy, I'm going to send you two off to the kitchen. I feel like I've just given you a little bit of a taster on what to experience so that you can head on over to the kitchen. But if you are experiencing, if your teeth, shouts and screams whenever you eat your favorite foods, then it might be time to switch to Sensodyne's Ultra Nova Repair and Protect. Life is too short to feel triggered and sensitive.
All right, now that we know how to avoid tooth sensitivity, let's learn how to avoid heartburn, shall we?
There we go.
Yep, homemade focaccia is a simple to make and no fancy equipment needed kind of dish. And we're showing you how it's done with our spicy tomato brie and cranberry version. And if you're concerned about the spiciness or the indulgence of brie, don't fear, because thanks to Citra Soda, you can now enjoy your favorite meals this festive season. And Sassy's going to show us how to put this one together. Yeah?
Okie dokie.
You ready for the ding dong dong?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay. What do we need?
Flour, cake flour. So we've got yeast and sugar and a bit of salt in there. And we're going to add that.
Have you got to let that sit for an hour or so?
Yeah.
How long?
For about an hour to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you cling fill it nicely. And this is some beautiful olive oil. And as you know, the recipe shall be available.
As simple as that?
As simple as that,
Mix
honey.
it together.
Mix it together.
A focaccia. Is it what's the origin of that dish? Is it
It's a focaccia. It's a beautiful Italian bread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. So hence the sprinkling of tomato, those umami flavors on top. Almost like a pizza, but a bread pizza, if you will.
Absolutely.
Like somewhere there.
So this is now the third time I'm getting my hands dirty and you get to watch. This is so unfair.
I love it.
So you can pass on.
You're the pro. So we've got some cranberries over here that I'm going to add.
Some chili.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay,
Add it all,
there we
babe.
go.
There we go.
Let's get them involved. We've got some chili over here. Whoa.
There we go.
Fresh chili. So that's going to have some heat.
Fantastic.
And then what do we have here?
And that is some sun-dried tomato paste.
Okay. When do we
Just
pop
add
that in there? Or?
All of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be infused into the bread
there,
so that you absolutely enjoy it with every single bite.
Please do not touch your hands. Your eyes, I mean, after this.
Very importantly. Yes.
Very, very dangerous.
Oh, I've got some brie cheese over here. Is that going into the bread there or afterwards?
We can have it afterwards, and it's just so beautiful.
Usually, when would a focaccia...
Inside, afterwards, doesn't matter.
When would a focaccia be enjoyed? Is it a lunchtime snack where you kind of layer some butter, some cheese on it and enjoy it that way?
Let's ask you the question. What is a good time for bread? Anytime.
All the time.
And in it goes,
That's looking
baby.
very good.
Are you ready?
There we go. So you flatten it into your baking tray. You've got it lined with some baking paper.
Look
very
at that.
simply. Press it
in
into
with
the
some
corners.
of our brie. Can put that on.
So let's do that. How shall I slice this? Thin slices.
Thin slices, babe.
Okay, here we go. Brie. Oh, the flavor of brie is quite strong. Well, what do we do?
Okay, can we do maybe some mini slices?
Mini slices. Okay,
Yeah.
you show me how you
chop it.
Oh, okay,
to the
I
side.
see. I see. So we're gonna go. Here we go, like that.
Yeah.
Let's get this.
Fantastic.
Okay. This is my first time working with brie like this. Usually you get it on those platters when you go to events, and it's usually combined with a fig and nice toasted bread.
Yeah, you can do so much with this cheese, eh?
Okay, let's get a bit more of that because we do have quite a.
And there's nothing like the smell of fresh baked bread.
This is also very true. Very true. Okay.
Doing a fantastic job there.
Thank you very much. Feeling very confident right now in my brie chopping skills. So should we just get a bit of it? Okay, I'll let you do the
honors.
The honors while I continue here. By the way, catch the recipe on our website expressoshow.com. This is how we're making.
So you know you can incorporate like this. It depends entirely up to you. Put it on top, inside of the filling. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And there we go. Oh, we're ready.
That is looking good. So that's going to go into a preheated oven, 180 degrees.
Yes.
For about how long?
For about an hour.
About an hour.
There you go.
And that
Fantastic.
cheese is just going to melt all over there and going to be absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.
And we're going to absolutely enjoy it.
There it is. Look at that. Finished product. Now, of course, citrus soda granules should be poured into a glass of water. Once the granules have dissolved, then take it on an empty stomach, this before enjoying all this lovely food that we're making. But of course, it's thanks to citrus soda that you are able to indulge this festive season and enjoy all of those foods that usually would, you know, reduce you to pain and discomfort as a result of that, you know, gastric acidity. And so this makes it ideal in terms of citrus soda being that ideal solution for you if you do suffer from gastric acid-related conditions. Now, when indulging over the festive season, rather reach for relief and try an over-the-counter product like citrus soda to relieve symptoms of heartburn and indigestion. Citrus soda is in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, available in original and cranberry flavor as well. And don't forget that you also stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand cash daily, and here's how you can do that.
Make the most of your festive season and celebrate without the fear of heartburn or indigestion spoiling it. Citro Soda's daily giveaway of 2,000 Rand cash will let you fizz up your fun. Citro Soda is in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. Enter every Monday to Friday, November 14th to December 16th.
Yeah, and answer the weekly competition question on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page and include the hashtag CitroSoda. Now, your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and that's Citro Soda, available in original and cranberry.
Catch the season finale of Color Your Plate with Crew this Tuesday evening at 7 on SABC2.
For the very last time, color your plate.
Today is the big day. With only 2 contestants left in the running, who will be crowned Mzansi's next cooking star?
Oh, pressure's too much.
Tabisha's definitely got a big A game to bring.
This is perfect.
Find out on Color Your Plate with Crew Tuesday evening at 7, only on SABC2.
Defeat your mucus monster. Mucofizz. Loosen mucus and phlegm for clearer airways. Brought to you by Pharmacodynamics.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Monday to you. And it is now time to make this a merry Monday for someone out there. It's not what we have in our lives, but who we have in our lives that really matters. And having a good friend is something to treasure.
Definitely. And Panado, they are giving you the chance to win 2,000 Rand weekly by nominating someone close to you who has shown great care in your life over the past year and who you think deserves their own dose of care. And today we have our next winner on the line. Can we say congratulations with a drum roll, please? Tiana van der Rede. Now, this is what Tiana had to say. So, in fact, this is your friend and colleague Jacqueline who commented on our post saying, I nominate my friend and colleague Tiana van der Rede. Going back to work as a new mom was tough, but Tiana really showed great care and always checked in and to see how I was doing and how she could help. She made the transition so much easier. She is a kind and caring person who is also a hard-working mommy of 2 kids. She really deserves to win 2,000 Rand cash to spoil herself a bit this festive season. Hashtag Panado Essay, hashtag a dose of care.
That's absolutely amazing. Jacqueline, good to have you with us this morning. Tell us a little bit more about the person that you have nominated to receive this dose of care.
So Tiana and I have been friends for about 13 years, and just over that whole period, she has been the most helpful, kind-hearted person. She's really an inspiration to me and everyone she comes in contact with. And she's also a great mom and just a wonderful friend and person. So I can't think of anyone who deserves this more.
Well, you have a beautiful friendship. Jacqueline, you are just as special because we also now have Tiana on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
How does it feel hearing what Jacqueline just said to make sure that you got that extra dose of care and just being seen and appreciated?
It really put a big smile on my face and quite emotional. And I really want to thank her that she can call me a friend like that.
Oh, that is so special. Well, that 2,000 Rand, it is yours, Tiana. What will this dose of care mean to you?
It will mean a lot to me because I can get my kids something for Christmas. Yeah, and spoil myself.
Oh,
that's beautiful. That's
so
beautiful.
Special.
Yeah, Tiana, thank you so much for being that caring person in Jacqueline's life so as to, bring about such beautiful feelings of being loved. And that's what this is all about. And to the both of you, thank you for sharing your friendship with us.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
there we go. Jacqueline and Tiana sharing their beautiful friendship. And as the festive season approaches, there is an extra giving and sharing spirit in the air. Now, you can enter our Dose of Care festive competition and stand a chance of nominating your next winner. And if you want to know how, here's how.
This festive season is about spreading love, joy, and care. So Panado wants to share a dose of care with someone close to you to the value of 2,000 Rand. Reply to the Expresso Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. Nominate someone close to you who has shown great care in your life over the past year and who you think now deserves their own dose of care. The Expresso team will choose the most deserving winners. Don't forget to include hashtag Panado SA and hashtag a dose of care. Don't miss the Dose of Care festive competition running from November the 14th to December the 7th on expressoshow.com. T's and C's apply.
Well, we are back with talented up-and-coming musician Aiden Frazier. Now, he joins us this morning to perform his single titled Cigarette Break, and it really is boasting an edgy indie pop aesthetic, and he is here to take it away.
My closed, I've forgotten how to breathe. When I'm upset, I shake. I don't want her cigarette ring. Sometimes I run away. My eyes are open, but all I see is gray. When I'm upset, I shake. I don't want her cigarette ring. But you hurt me again. How have you caused so much pain? 'Cause I still love you, and I know that you love me too. In my head, I'm broken down. You're in love with the prince, but he's a frog in a plastic drum. In my head, I'm broken down. Breathing in air that makes me drown. How could you hurt me like that? Oh, and how could you break my heart in half? 'Cause I hate you, and I know that you hate me too.
Aiden Fraser on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. That was such a powerful song. Is this another one you wrote yourself?
Yes, it is.
Oh, what a talent. Well, listen, don't forget this name because he's not going anywhere. He's got another performance coming your way before 9 o'clock.
You too can win big with Tropica. Buy a Tropica promo pack, follow the details, enter, and stand a chance to win your share of thousands of smooth prizes, such as airtime, data, AEG fridges, Island Tribe hampers, Rest Assured beds, plus limited edition Tropica bags, towels, tents, cooler bags, and cushions. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you stand to win. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Woolworths X-Tri powered by Imperial. South Africa's friendliest off-road triathlon is going national. Buffelspoort in Gauteng goes down on the 25th of September, Koudkloof in the KZN Midlands on the 30th of October, and the season finale at Paul Kluwer Wine Estate in the Cape on the 4th of December. With every entry helping the Woolworths Trust to better nourish, educate, and safeguard South Africa's children. Enter now at www.xtri.co.za.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is indeed. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for joining us for what is the final couple of minutes of your Feel Good Breakfast show. And we're all about making our viewers winners today. Citro Soda, in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, are giving you the chance to win 2,000 Rand by answering the weekly competition question. Now, in celebration of Citro Soda cranberry flavor this week, we wanted to hear all about how you like your cranberries and why. And our lucky winner this morning is, drum roll please, Tarisha Ibrahim! Halala! Celebrate! Gululate. Tarisha said this, juiced, as it helps with my UTI and is most refreshing. And then she used those hashtags, hashtag CitraSoda and hashtag Expresso Show. And we have her on the line right now. Good morning to you, Tarisha.
Good morning.
Oh, so good to have a chat with you on this Monday morning. How does it feel to be a winner at the start of a new week?
Awesome. Very exciting.
Oh, man, I'm so happy for you. 2,000 Rand coming your way. So tell me, what do you love most about Citro Soda?
I think just that, hey, what I put in my comments, it really has been such a help. It's been a bad year for me, so Citro Soda has been there throughout.
I'm so glad to hear that. And the most important question, now that you are 2,000 Rand richer, what do you plan on using your cash prize for?
So I'm very tempted to buy Christmas presents because Christmas is just around the corner.
Sure.
But I've also got a little one who needs a school uniform for next year. So it will probably go towards that.
Very practical of you. Thanks for entering the competition and congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Have a fantastic week ahead, Tarisha, our winner there. Now, of course, you can stand a chance to be the next lucky winner of 2,000 Rand cash, courtesy of Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. And here's how you can enter this competition.
Make the most of your festive season and celebrate without the fear of heartburn or indigestion spoiling it. Citro Soda's daily giveaway of 2,000 Rand cash will let you fizz up your fun. Citro Soda is in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. Enter every Monday to Friday, November 14th to December 16th.
Yeah, and answer the weekly competition question on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page, and include the hashtag Citro Soda. Now, your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and that's Citro Soda, available in original and cranberry.
Well, the festive season is underway, and Golden Cloud and Beacon, they are on search. In fact, they're in search for South Africa's best bakers. Now, 5 lucky viewers stand the chance to be paired with a professional chef and compete live in the Expresso kitchen for the grand prize valued at 50,000 Rand. Now, on the line, we have Dalila Viljoen, who entered with a show-stopping Christmas bake. And it's currently on your screen right now. We're going to make sure it's on. Dalila, are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Tell us, talk us through what inspired you to enter this competition.
It's a long story. I must be honest, Golden Cloud changed my life. I have always had a passion for baking, but I didn't have the training. I did home ec at school. But it gave me the confidence to be able to bake at home, and I made a promise to myself that I was going to bake my kids' cakes every single year for their birthdays, and ever since, I've been able to create amazing creations with the help of Golden Cloud, obviously. That cake specifically, I just thought Christmas season, I just thought something different. Everybody knows about a gingerbread house. Well, how about making a cake? It's got the flavors of ginger, and decorate it and get my kids involved. It's just amazing.
Oh, that is so cool that they got involved. Now, tell me, when they get to pick their cake each year, is it more of a challenge for you, or is it more of a, okay, this is okay, I can do this?
No, it's a challenge. I try and do different things every year. I've tried making that island cake with a jelly around it, for frozen theme. I've done crazy things.
Oh, well, Dalila, you are incredible, and it sounds like your kids are super lucky. And I'm also very excited to announce that you have been selected by our viewers as our second festive baker for our Baker Search competition. Congratulations. Oh, well, listen, lots of excitement to look forward to. Of course, that grand prize of 50,000 Rand. Dalila, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I cannot contain my excitement here.
Oh, well, we are so excited to have you in the Expresso kitchen, whipping up, of course, that fantastic bake. And we'll be keeping our fingers crossed, wishing you good luck.
Thank you very much. I'm going to do as much research as I can.
Oh, there we go. Dalila, our second finalist.
Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Well, today we have Sassy in studio to show us how to make this delicious cake that we're going to put together. In fact, we're going to make a cupcake wreath that is absolutely delicious, and we are using our Golden Cloud cake mix for this. Sassy, we're going to make a cupcake wreath, which is fun and exciting. And of course, this is something that's unlike a cake. It's just something about putting cupcakes together.
And just...
And it's easier to eat.
Yeah, so much easier.
So much easier. And of course, Golden Cloud is making it easy for us with our ready-made cake mix.
Extra easy. All we have to do is just add our eggs, our oil, and our water.
Oh, fantastic. So this is also great if you are a baker like myself that doesn't necessarily have all the basic ingredients at home. You simply get yourself this cake mix, and inside you get your flour and everything you need already mixed, as well as your icing sugar that you require. So while Sassy is doing that, we are also using the cake flour of Golden Cloud, which makes baking it is a baking all-rounder. It's known for delivering the softest bakes, and it will also help get those Christmas cakes perfectly baked this festive season. So you're mixing the eggs, you're mixing the water.
And the oil.
And a little bit of oil.
And then we're going to add the mix and just give it a nice whisk.
Fantastic. So while you're busy there, I think I'm going to get cracking on our icing sugar. I've got some icing sugar here. I'm going to add some room temperature butter and give that a good mix. Now, you said this festive season you are on duty 24/7. Have you got your menu planned out?
24/7, darling. I'm always on call 24/7.
Okay. And in terms of your festive season menu, do you like pre-plan when everyone comes to visit, or do you just kind of take it as you feel like?
I take it as I feel, because I always feel like, if you feel this day we're going to feel like some cookies, or we're going to feel like, cupcakes or muffins, or some roast chicken.
Oh, because you make the most beautiful cakes, and what's your favorite to bake?
Definitely chocolate ganache.
Oh,
yeah,
good chocolate ganache.
There you go, nice smooth consistency.
Fantastic.
And I'm so happy with that.
I'm going to add our vanilla essence. I'm adding a pinch of salt to this recipe. And we're just going to give that
get it in for us.
Butter a good mix. Our mixture is coming together here. And then can I add the food coloring now already?
Yes, you can.
Ooh. Look at that beautiful green icing. I love that everything just came together quite quickly.
Very, very quickly. And it's going to be so enjoyable, moist and delicious.
Oh, we've got
making it easy with Golden Cloud.
There we go. So we've got our icing sugar that is ready. You're going to transfer it into a piping bag.
Yeah.
I feel like you are the pro to show me how to correctly pipe cupcakes. So I'm going to bring our ready-made cupcakes
that's
here.
going to go into the oven.
That will go into the oven.
We're going to put that there.
We'll move it out the way.
Okay.
And then here is your icing sugar that I've just made.
Fantastic. Do you mind if I just lick my finger?
Go for it.
Do a taste?
Go for it. Is it right? Good and sweet?
Amazing.
Fantastic.
So I always, whenever I have a piping bag, I always make sure that I do that, just to bring it to proper room temperature and make it nice and smooth. So much easier for you to pipe with. So you can either hold your piping bag like that, if you feel comfortable. I personally like to just keep it like that because I've got a lot of strength.
You've got a lot of strength. You've practiced.
Yeah. So we're going to do that, and we just keep it a nice, beautiful swirl.
Oh, look at that. So while Sassy is piping our cupcakes, I'm going to finish it off with some Beacon Jelly Tots. And Jelly Tots have been fueling kids' imagination by encouraging them to express themselves and rewarding their creativity. Now, just to remind you, you could be one of our 5 finalists competing on Expresso for the grand prize of 50,000 Rand in cash. The winning contestant and chef duo will also be crowned live on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now, to enter, bake with Golden Cloud and Beacon, snap a picture and share your bake using that hashtag Golden Baker Search 2022 and tell us why you should be a finalist. You can also WhatsApp those entries to 078 102 0321 and stay tuned over the next few days to get more tips and tricks and inspiration on how you can make your entry bake stand out from the rest. While Sassy's busy doing really cool creative icing, I'm going to add jelly tots. And there you go. We have our delicious recipe available for you. And if you want to get your hands on this, simply head on over to our website, expressoshow.com. Look at that.
Sensodyne repair and protect with deep repair. The science is pretty amazing. It really goes deep and repairs tooth sensitivity. The science is there. It's going to improve their quality of life in a big way. This is the first thing I recommend.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Monday morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're about to shut down the show. We've got singer-songwriter Aiden Fraser, who's bringing depth to the pop genre with his rhythms and his sound. And he joins us to perform his latest single for the very first time ever on live TV. Here he is with Strawberry Ice Cream.
Baby, it's raining outside. I was searching for you, where do you hide? I was hoping you'd pick up the phone. You've been gone so long and I've turned to stone. You love me, or so you say, or so you said, or so you told me. Now I'm crying in the shadows. You threw me in this storm, took off with the rainbow. Lilac ocean crashes into a dream. Strawberry ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Why aren't you here with me? Why aren't you here with me? When the day turns into night, bide with me and hold me tight. I misplaced you on a golden throne, tore me to pieces, skin and bone. Skin and bone. Now I'm crying in the shadows. You threw me in this storm, took off with the rainbow. Lilac ocean crashes into a dream. Strawberry ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Why aren't you here with me? Ooh. Strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Why aren't you here with me? Why aren't you here with me? Salty cheeks, my soul bleeds.
Enjoy it on the stoop, under the trees, or with a picnic basket, wherever you please. Here's to a mouth-watering summer made with love by